To Boston, lives in a world she's lost in, victim of compromise. He's staring at her Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's a whistle in the catacombs, a paradox. He's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shuts her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. She's falling too far. She's falling too far. She just shuts her ears. She's falling too far with something else scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. 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 Wasted moments, full of potential that torments. An angel in disguise, but he can see your Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's a whistle in the catacombs, a paradox. She's falling too far. She's falling too far. She just shuts her ears. She's falling too far with something else scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot.
You don't know the things I do to make you feel right, make you feel alright. And everything you wanna know, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Spreading false alarms, spreading false alarms. Do you feel right? Do you feel right? This is all I wanna know. Are you telling me that you'll be by my side when I wake up at night? Oh, and everything you wanna know,
Hello! Happy Wednesday. Jeez, I was cutting that short. How's everyone doing? You doing good? Good to see some familiar faces in here. Good to see you, Mojo. Good to see you, Callie. If anyone else is watching, hello to you. Feel free to speak in the chat, or you're welcome just to sit back and watch and chill. This is Myles Dyer Live, the show that I host, same time, every week, where we talk about a wide variety of things. Sometimes we chill with a quiz. I might be writing one for next week because I've got a long weekend coming up, so no excuses for not having enough time. Or we could be talking about serious issues. Today is going to be one of those days. Sometimes we talk about technology. Sometimes we talk about mental health. Sometimes we talk about world events. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to talk about until the very last minute. And today's topic actually came to mind when I was on my lunchtime walk to get some lunch from town. And I saw a really interesting Instagram post from The Guardian, which was about the idea of what would you take from your home if you had to flee quickly. When we think of ourselves as kids, we often think about that question we get asked of if your house was on fire and you only had, time to pick up 3 items, what would those items be? So I asked that on my Instagram earlier, had some great answers come through. But today we're going to go into it in a bit more detail and with some real life examples, thanks to an amazing article that was written. But that will all be coming up. Beginning is always sort of housekeeping, introductions, also telling everyone to stay until the end because we always have a fun game. I just realised my pillow's come off. I had so much time to prepare for this and I left it so last minute that there was no water in the fridge. I had to fill it up, and so I poured myself a G&T. Cheers. Which is never a good idea because it's carbonated, and so I try not to burp too much while on microphone. Jordan, good to see you here, Jordan. We've got Hannah. Good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps just get this out to anyone that's watching. And I know there'll be a few game cats watching as well because Brian gave me the blessing of being able to share this in the PSVR Without Parole Discord just as the countdown was happening. And I have had such a blast on PSVR Without Parole. For those that don't know, it's the world's biggest PlayStation virtual reality show. I host it every Friday with the founder, Brian Poole. Brilliant human being. Wes will be hosting it today with him in 2 hours' time. So I'll be helping you for the next hour, get a bit closer to that show. And then the main man, AJ, is on Monday. He's a long-time host on there. It's a really great mix of people. But I was really blown away by the response of Friday's show because for anyone who didn't tune in, it was quite a slow news day. And so I suggested that we talked about a topic that had been brought up in the chat before, which is the idea of ethics behind virtual reality, that as virtual reality becomes more and more realistic, do we need to have precautions? Do we need to think twice about what we're doing? And so we had this 1 hour chat about it. It was really engaged. And actually, a part of me was going to make today's episode about that. But slow news days. I vaguely remember those, yeah. Well, that's the thing is when you're in a niche, when you're in a niche when it comes to news, you get to have slow news days. Although the days of slow news for niches will soon wear away as well. So yeah, just to say for anyone that doesn't follow me or know what I do, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Instagram is where I'm most active. You can support me on patreon.com/Myles Dyer. This is going to be the weekend where I finally refresh it and sort it out. And then mylesdyer.com is my website. Oh yeah, last Friday, did I? Yeah, so last Friday I spoke at my secondary school I grew up in many years ago, and I spoke to them for about how long did I speak? 80 minutes. I had a room of 100, 150 kids talking about my YouTube story. I actually could show you the what's it called? The slides if you want to see them. Because actually I was really proud of it. I have a deck that I've used for like 4 years. bit longer than that, really. And I was tempted to use it again. And then last minute, I was like, nah, I need to do something new. And so the night before, I was up till like 3 a.m. creating this slideshow. And for anyone that's ever had to do a presentation before will know the number one tip when it comes to getting a presentation done is just vomit all your thoughts onto the page, onto the slides. Don't worry about it looking nice. Just get all the text and the messaging. Just get it all on there. If you've got data or anything, just put it on the slides. Just get that done straight away. Then you can make it look nice and pretty. But what happens, I get to slide 2 and I'm like, actually, I could make that look quite nice. Could I represent it that way? And then it's like half an hour's gone and I'm on like slide 3. Yeah, as long as it's not real vom. Very, very important distinction, yeah. Word vom we're talking about. And I'm not talking about alphabetti spaghetti. Oh, man. But before I show you those slides, actually, and before we get to the main topic of today, I bought myself, with my first paycheck, and I bought a new shaver. That was important. And then when I was looking online, this is sounding so random, but I'm just really curious to know, have people heard of water flossers for your teeth? Have you heard of this before? I hadn't. But I was looking for floss online. The wired floss, getting at the back of your teeth, I struggle with. I don't know how people do it. But nope, not heard of it. Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to show you in a minute. Not actually using it, just like the box. Never heard of a water flossers. I mean, I'm sure they have other names as well. But yeah, like using floss at the back, and then you can get those little like fork things with the floss between them, and that's good to get at the back. But then you throw it away, and it's just such a waste of plastic. Here we go. You've got one. Okay, Zomb, how long have you had it for, and what do you make of it? How often do you get paychecks? It's once a month here. Yeah, I mean, if you're in some, like, if you work in retail and that, you might get them weekly. In my new job, I'm getting them monthly, which is nice because I've worked freelance for 5 years. And in freelance, you get a paycheck once every few months, and it's a big amount. I can't do flossing except the backpack dance, and then it ends quite badly. Fair enough. Well, this is what it is. It's called the oral irrigator, which I think is a worse name. But basically, you you have this, and you put the little top on, and then what you do is you put it in your mouth, and it pulses, and it's just water, and you want to put warm water in there, not cold because it hurts, not hot water because it hurts. Here we go. I had it for a year. I don't use it every day, but when I feel something in my teeth, it's a lot better than busting out the floss. It's pretty quick. Yeah. I know, oral irrigator. It's just, yeah. People aren't sold on that. Or the Hock 700. But I have to say, it's, oh, it has an auto timer. I've not used that yet. Waterproof design. I mean, I'm glad, because you put water in it. But yeah, you just put it round, and you're like, not to get into too much detail, but when I normally floss, my teeth are always bleeding. And often they say, oh yeah, when you're bleeding, that means it's because you get into it. I'm like, I'm not sure it is. I think that's because I'm going too deep with the flossing. Waterpick was invented in 1962. There we go. A little stat there. I'm not going to check it, but I believe you. Okay, that's interesting. Do you know, I think about it as well, Emily. When I'm doing it, I'm like, oh God, if I get a... Yeah, once you get that in your head, it's hard to get out. As in the thought, not your tooth. Yeah, bleeding gums, isn't it? It's never nice. But when you first do it, keep your mouth closed. Because I, like, had my mouth open and a bit... Just, like, the power of it is really strong. And also, when you turn it round in your mouth, make sure you're turning it the right way. Because if you turn it that way, you then shoot it right down the back of your throat. So they do say it's always a bit awkward when you first get one, but you know, I mean, these images, it is oh yeah, really good if you've got braces and 4 nozzles included. I don't know how often you're meant to change them, but probably not as much as toothbrush heads, if like me use an electric toothbrush. Who here uses an electric toothbrush? Who thought we were going to speak about dentistry first thing? Huh? But yeah, I've used it for a week and I've been really impressed. Been really, really impressed with it. So, yep. It's a winner for me. Cool. Yeah, I was going to show you those slides, wasn't I? Right, let me load it up. You'll love one of these slides because it's of my various hairstyles. Here we go. Let me get the share link. But yeah, for 18 minutes, and I didn't lose their attention. I didn't think I was going to have I thought I was going to not be speaking for the full 80 minutes. I was worried, so I was taking my time. And in the end, I actually had to rush it. If you don't know if you have sensitive teeth, use that and you'll find out. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I also never got my wisdom teeth removed, so I have some pockets at the back of my gums and it helps. Yeah, well, that's it. That's exactly it, right at the back. Yeah, I've not. The safety instructions are probably fun to read. All the tips about how not to end up drowning, choking, or flooding out the bathroom. Yeah. Right, here we go. Let me bring this up now. Is this going to work? Let's have a look, people. Here we are. So this was... Now, if I do present, is it going to go full screen? Yeah, it is. That is annoying. But that's fine. So, yeah. This was my new deck. And so when I was... they were like 14, 15-year-olds. So I thought the way I'll win them over is I say, my name is Myles. And then I talk about things about me. So I say, I like pizza. Classic photo with a massive pizza. I'm in a metal band. I'm gonna quickly whiz through this. I'm a gamer. Lots of gamers here. Very, very important. Then I went to that school, Reading Bluecoat School. That's where I was speaking at. That was me when I was 16 years old. Look at that hair. And I told him I got bullied at school. Because it's interesting when you talk about that, because when they see me, they think, oh, wow, he's a cool, confident guy. And it's like, no, I got bullied at school. I got bullied. So, yeah. Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah. Bring back that hair. My hair's gone a lot more wavy now, but it used to be super curly. I talk about I'm a cyber philanthropist. Hey. Wow, that is... Tage, that's a really, really cool DMV Power radio. I love that. Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Cyber philanthropist. And that was when I was in Feed magazine. Talk about I was a YouTuber. That was me ages ago at VidCon in California. And then I play my intro video on my channel, which, to be honest, I still need to update. I then talk about the live shows. So today is a Wednesday, so it's about the live show. And then I have PlayStation PSVR without Pro on Fridays. And then this is the quote that I came up with like 10 years ago. And I've used it ever since, because every year that passed, it feels even more relevant. And its progress is something you only notice when you look over your shoulder. And it's the idea that I didn't go into YouTube as a filmmaker. I didn't think it was going to take off or anything. 1 second. It is zooming in. Okay. Let me do that. That's cool. How did I get my hair that straight? I used chemical hair straighteners. So it took like a 2-3 hour process. My cousin did. Thank you. I mean, it's an obvious point, but it's something that I think a lot of people overestimate. And then it actually helped me shape this talk. So I talk about this. Look, that's me from 2006 on YouTube. And then 2017 is 5 years ago. This is the thing, is like, that feels like quite a modern video, which did, 700,000 views on YouTube? Dismantling the division. I'm so proud of that video, and I'd love to do more videos like that more often. That was 5 years ago, which is a third of the way of my YouTube story. That's what's really crazy about it when you think of time. So I then talk about, what people think progress and success looks like and what it really is. I then show them my first ever YouTube video. and it's how insecure I was and all this sort of stuff. And I say, wouldn't it be nice to know if you knew what the right direction in life is? And I says, I know you're going to be choosing, what subjects you're going to study at university and what career you're going to have, but things can change. And so I played this clip actually, which, do you know what? I'm actually going to play it on here. Let's bring it up on here. This clip is from 2009 when I was on an internal BBC. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I was on an internal BBC talk with Robert Llewellyn. And it was a time when people laughed at YouTube. It was dogs on skateboards. People didn't believe in the technology. And so I was talking about how I used it in my CV, or as you'd say in America, like resume. I would put links to my YouTube videos, and it didn't work because people thought I was crazy. But I said, you've got to believe in this technology. And so I play this moment because Robert was being, nice. But it was a big room, and I was 20 at the time. Very young.
In some way, that video that just showed, it was called My YouTube Story. I sort of use it as a CV,
Right.
It's a media where you can actually see me and who I am, as opposed to just text on a screen.
So if you were going to, I don't know, but if you were going to apply for a job, you'd send that link.
Well, I've been applying recently for a job lately, and on my CV I actually have links to my YouTube videos.
Right.
And a lot of people look at that and go, what's he playing at? But just give it a chance, be open-minded, and this is new technology.
And have you had a response to that from potential employers? I mean,
No, not yet. I'm still trying. Maybe for the reason I just
We took
expressed.
one look at his YouTube video, and that was it.
Yeah.
He was out the door.
It's amazing. It is really amazing. I've always talked about your hair has never been that straight. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting looking back. And even I think of stuff on Sky News and things like that. I was always fighting against the established thought process of, the internet and YouTube. It's just stupid. And I was like, no, you got to believe in this technology. You really, really do. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it's a cool clip. And a part of me wants to actually do a new YouTube video for my YouTube story and talking about it, because there was so much to it. And actually, if we go back here, do you know, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I may as well go through this. I mean, I'm going through this very quickly. I took 80 minutes over this. This is what I've learned a lot at my job at CyberSafe. It's not about the what, it's about the why. And there was a really good IKEA advert my boss showed, which is where it goes, in big writing on this billboard, this IKEA advert is saying, like, sometimes you don't know what to get people and it can be really difficult. So we want a gift that we know they're definitely going to like. And then in small writing, it's like, buy an IKEA gift card. So the buy the IKEA gift card is the what, but the why is the context. And they actually put that at the top. So this is something I put in all my talks for as long as I remember. The last 10 years is about all the areas that I've sort of been involved with on YouTube. Yeah, we will get to the main topic shortly. We'll go through this. So broadcasting. So whether I'm doing the morning papers, I've been on Sky News or on reality TV. So I talk about BBC Upstaged, and for those of you that don't remember that, many years ago, the BBC contacted me because of my 24-hour live show Stick Aid, which was for charity, and they said, we've got a new TV show. It was by Endemol, who did Big Brother, and they said, we want to do a show where you're in a glass box in the middle of this town centre for 6 hours trying to entertain the nation, and you are against another 6. By the way, is sound coming out? No. Okay, cool. I was just worried it was coming out my speakers and coming in echoing. That's cool. And you're competing against someone else in a glass box for 6 hours, and whoever gets the most votes then goes through to the next round. And so what they were trying to do was get me and my YouTube friends all to enter and knock each other out. I mean, that's the smart thing to do. And so what I did was I contacted my YouTube friends and said, hey, we should all enter this, but let's team up. And so we all teamed up, and we put all our, our audiences together, and we went for it. And this was how it ended.
It's now time for the results.
And just to let you know, I am in the back there with you. You'll see me to the left of the presenter. You see that guy with the black hat? That was me. I was so overwhelmed in this. Even at the end, I'm not speaking, even though he holds the microphone to me. But I was so proud of what the team managed to achieve.
The upstaged grand final. Both our finalists have enjoyed huge support, with hundreds of thousands of votes being cast for their acts. Don's family have come down from Scotland to be here tonight, and fans of the vloggers have deserted their PCs just for once to show their support in person. Okay, it's now time for the grand final results.
Such a cool area. My band played just around the corner from that last week.
We've counted and checked the votes for Don 1977 on stage 1.
Really nice guy.
And U-Stage...
Look at me with the black hat and the Fear Factory necklace and the long hair. God, it was so nerve-wracking. You know, in like reality TV shows where they make you pause while they read the results? Those pauses feel so much longer when you're in them.
Vloggers from the UK on stage 2. And after 4 hours performing live on the internet, I can now reveal that the act the Upstage community has chosen as the ultimate Upstage champion. And the winner of the £10,000 prize is...
Longest pause in history.
U-Stage vloggers from the UK, commiserations to Don 1977. Oh my God, how are you feeling?
I can't believe it, I cannot believe it.
What does it mean to you?
Oh man, it's everything, you know, it shows what we set out to do, you know. Wow.
Listen guys, well done. They are your...
That is my brother there. You see the guy with the 2 on him? Just there, like with the thumbs up. That's my brother. Like second one in from the left. Wow, there's Jazza there. Wow, man, all these familiar faces.
Are your Upstage winners, and that is it. Thank you to all the acts that took part.
Man. Oh, wait, sorry, 1 second. So Don was a musician. We had a lot of hate throughout. And the reason why, and I understand it, we were beating every act by like 8 times the votes. We were unstoppable because we had these huge audiences. And the reason people found it unfair was for 6 hours, all we did in the box was we said to the online community, send in what you want us to do and we'll do it. So sometimes it was like, do row your boat on the floor, or it was, you know, do some stand-up or a musical performance, all this sort of stuff. And we were making it up on the fly. Whereas you had all these like musicians and that who were great, just playing songs for 6 hours. And so on the one hand, you think, okay, we have no talent. That's what all the other acts were saying. There was a lot of anger and jealousy. But for us, it was, no. The name of the game is to get as many votes as you can within time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to interact with the audience. Because if you're a performer, performing songs for 6 hours, that's great. But that's no different from like watching 6 hours of YouTube videos of a performance. We were actually interacting, and that sort of goes to the heart of what we did with Stickade, the 24-hour live show that we used to do. So, it was a shame. Terry Oddjob, man, who was a great character in it, the actor, he even threw shade at me about 6 years ago. He was angry because he claimed we missold it, because what we said was, we were going to, the prize money was £10,000, and we said that we were going to put some of it towards a YouTube gathering. So we actually bought tickets to Festinio, which was this charity event, and Tom Burns and Liam went, but it was a lot of the founding members of Summer in the City, which has become the biggest like YouTube gathering event every year in the UK, and that was inspired from that. So Tom was telling me, which was cool. But yeah, they were saying, oh, you missold it. You actually pocketed the money. And then actually I've got all the tapes of the episodes, and I watched it again. and I actually say in it, yeah, we're putting some of it towards. And I wanted to put it on Twitter straight away and go, look, I did say it. I think it's 2009. So Stickade was the 24-hour. Can I get rid of the comments? There we go. Yeah, this was the 24-hour live show. Started in 2006 in my bedroom at university and ended up in a TV studio opposite the O2 in London in like 2012, 2013. Oh, whoops. My bad. I am moving the image at the moment. Yeah, education, how I teach the powers of the internet. Politics and activism. Obviously, I've spoken with politicians and been on the news and YouTube's Instagram, speaking at events. I also talk about that activism isn't always about being in front of the camera. It can be about being behind it. So I filmed a bit of the climate march in 2019. What did stick in Stickade mean? So it was because there was a website called stickam.com back in the early days. And so that's where it was done. And I can actually show you. Let's have a look here. Let me see. Is it going to let me? Yeah, look. This was the front page. That's me and my friend Fawn. So look, I was doing live shows. This was in 2009. Yeah, so 13 years ago. And look, it was called Blade 376. Myles, aka Blade 376 from London, England, come and chill. And that was us on the front page. Yeah, man. This is what the Meet Me live streaming reminds me of now. Just teenagers. Fawn, I love her so much. Really, really good friend. Hanging out with her soon, actually, when she comes back down London way. So, memory lane indeed. Memory lane indeed. So yeah, I talked about mental health. And I talk about this video all the time, which I won't go into now in too much detail, but it was You Are Not Alone again in 2009. 2009 was a pretty big year for me in hindsight. And it did like 100,000 views at the time, which was a huge deal back then. And someone commented saying that they'd got off their medication for depression because of that video. And I wasn't saying that YouTube is a substitute for doctors' recommendations. It was the fact that shared experience can be a healer. And so it made me realise that YouTube is this empathy machine. What video was this? Oh, it was actually me talking. Did I not play that? I didn't play at the event. Yeah, and then technology. Yeah, I talk about technology a lot. And then I was speaking to the young people about that when I was a kid, we had cassettes where you could only listen to like an album, well, on two sides, half an album, and you had to listen to it all in one go. You couldn't like skip tracks and stuff like that. And then I started going through like Sony Walkmans for CDs, mini discs. My first MP3 player boasted about 30 tracks it could hold. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that about Callie. Yeah, man, 2009. Your current partner is 1,000 times better than any psychologist you've ever been to. Interesting. You remember your first Walkman. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I was just telling the kids there that their starting point, because the kids I was teaching, they were born after my first YouTube video, which is remarkable. But I was just telling them that their starting point with music is they have the infinity machine in their hands. They can listen to any song they want. They have an algorithm that says, hey, based on what you listen to, we can give you music that you've never heard before, but you're probably going to like. That's remarkable. Yeah, much love to Callie in the chat. Much love to Callie in the chat. This is it. We're all here for each other. And that's what I love about this show every week. We have these good conversations. So I then talk about my strange career. So it goes back to the wiggly line of progress. And I just basically say that, although it might seem that I've achieved a lot, and I have, that it's not all been in a straight line. So it starts from me working in a hotel. I worked for the BBC. I then worked in construction for 2 years. I then helped build Europe's biggest YouTube network. I then had a head injury. I then worked for The Guardian. I then became a freelancer. I was teaching on the side. I worked in a production line during the pandemic. And now I work for cybersecurity. I have a strange career. But even more so, and this is the slide I love most, I have a strange identity. And I was telling these young people of like, yeah, I've changed. And one of the best indicators of change is hair. Yeah, that's Stickade. And that's 2013 one, actually. I still need to get rid of these. That's these shirts here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Through the years. Oh, dude, I used to sit there with a VHS on the music channel and I press record when a new music video starts. And then if it wasn't the one I wanted, have to press stop, rewind, fast forward, get it into the right place. And then press record again. Yeah. Yeah, I shaved my head for Stickade. Yeah. So I then put my favourite metal quote in. We're just rehearsing who we think we are. I talk about that no matter who you are and no matter what you do, you matter. I talk about global empathy being the goal. Digital citizenship is how we get there. And then I play Dismantling the Division as an example of that. And then I talk about 5 things YouTube has taught me. Integrity matters. Even though I don't have the audience I used to, I'm still respected by people who are big on YouTube because they know I've stuck to my ideals and I am who I say I am. Legacy is a superpower, so whether it's big names throughout history or on the right, Peter Oakley, who was the reason I got into YouTube in the first place. Think real world impact. It's the idea that anything you do online, you've got to think about how does it have an impact on people in the real world. We need to humanize each other. You need to be part of the conversation. Realize that everything you do is about exchange. And then my favorite one is engage, inform, inspire. This is what I always talk about. And I'll quickly explain this now. I say that this is whatever you're doing. If you're a live streamer, if you're having a conversation with friends, if you're doing activism, if you're doing anything in the world, follow this rule. These are my rules, and this is how I describe it. Engage, inform, inspire. Engage. It is a noisy world out there, so you have to be the signal. So you need to find a way to engage with people and cut through the noise. Inform. You've got someone's attention. That's an opportunity. You want people to leave that conversation with more information than what they came to it with in the first place. So it's important to inform. And then inspire. What point is it to have someone's attention and to give them information if they then don't know what to do with it? So it's about inspiring them to have autonomy and to then go out in the world and become their own vessel for change. And that is what Engage, Inform, Inspire is about. And then a fantastic example is actually one of my all-time favourite commercials. Do you want me to show you this? Shall I show you this? And then we'll get to the main topic, because I think we'll be pretty quick with the main topic. It's like a 5-minute commercial, but it's one of my all-time favourite commercials. It's really, really smart. We're going to do this. It's called Follow the Frog. If I can find it. Follow the Frog. Yeah, here we go, guys. Check out this commercial, and then we're going to do today's topic, which we're a bit late to. But hey, this is how it rolls.
You are a good person. You spend time with your family. You work out at the gym.
Come on, push.
You conserve water while showering. You like nice clothes. You give to charity. You recycle. You drive a Prius, but you use your bike when you can. You enjoy the occasional distraction at work, and you always send a card on Mother's Day. Always. But there's a part of you that tells yourself that you're not so good, that you could be doing more, that the world is falling apart at the seams and all you've been doing is yoga. One day you see that the rainforest is being destroyed at a staggering rate of 32 million acres a year. That's the equivalent of one football field every 78 seconds. You feel bad, angry, guilty. You've been apathetic for too long. You want to do something about it. You must do something about it. Well, this is what you're not going to do.
I quit!
You're not going to quit your job, leave your family, get on the next flight to Nicaragua, take a bus to the edge of the jungle, then hoof it across rivers, lakes, and streams on a quest to the very heart of the rainforest.
Take me to the heart of the rainforest.
You're getting closer. You're almost there. You have arrived.
You're not going to ingratiate yourself with the local tribesmen, go to great lengths to earn their respect and trust.
No.
It is around now you realize you're living out the cliche gringo fantasy of becoming an honorary native and leading the resistant forces. But screw it. If they could do it, so can you.
I'm gonna save you!
This guy comes over here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna pull a zafting bats right through him, right over here.
You're not going to coordinate and occupy the rainforest movement, realize it's hopeless, summon the power of the gods, lead a revolution against the deforesters and their multinational employers in an apocalyptic, once-and-for-all battle to save humanity, only to awaken 2 days later in an El Salvadorian hospital with 2 toes missing on your left foot.
Siri, I wanna go home.
Hobble out of Central America, up through Mexico, across the Sierra Madre, where you break down, have your first cigarette in 4 years, accidentally start a wildfire, killing off the endangered species that once served as your occupational distraction, finally make it back home, only to find you've been replaced at work by a guy named TJ, and that things at home are not what they used to be. You're not going to do any of these things, but what you can do is follow the frog. Buying Rainforest Alliance certified products ensures the future of our rainforests, so that you don't have to do the things you shouldn't do anyway. Just follow the frog.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. And that's what I mean, engage, inform, inspire. It's very engaging. It informs you and it inspires you to take action, because what it does is, I love that it sort of backtracks. It's, yeah, this is what it is to save the world or the rainforest. Okay, but you don't have to do that. You only have to follow the frog. Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite commercials, and I love showing it. So yeah, if you just search on YouTube, Follow the Frog, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, really cool. All right, guys, it's time for today's main topic, and we probably only got 10 minutes because then we're going to get on with the word game. So if you're watching, we need you to get past level 16, and everyone in the chat can be involved. So today's topic was about what matters to you in terms of belongings. Oh man, I want to take a tangent right now, but I'm going to save it for another show. Yeah, although, Callie, the frog in boiling water, supposedly, although it's a phrase that we all know and use, it's actually not true. They've done it, and the frog jumps out no matter what, which I think is actually a nice way of doing it, because I was like, oh no, they die in both cases. No, the frog gets out. But yeah, if there was a fire in your house and you only had 3 items you could take, what would they be? And then normally people say photographs, maybe your phone. I try and think what I would want to take. I think I'd take my laptop maybe. I don't know. It's really difficult. And obviously that is when you plan it. The thing is that when you're in a panic, you don't have a lot of time, and you just have to leave stuff behind. But yeah, grabbing family members, like, for sure. But the reason I bring this up today was because I wanted to share with you a really cool article I found, which was this. This was on The Guardian, and your life is under threat. You might have to run any second. What do you take? So it's that. And this is by Corinne Redfern. I was actually once curious to know if she was able to come on the live show today to talk about this, but it was very, very busy, so didn't get a chance last minute. But yeah, from those at risk of wildfires to activists facing death threats, thousands of people around the world keep a bag ready to flee. What do they pack? And so this article, we're not going to go through it all, but in the United States, Glenn Hayden lives in wildfire territory. You could have a day or you could have minutes. And 45, he subscribed to the motto of always being prepared, but my idea of what that has definitely evolved over time. As a wildland firefighter based in California, he knows what it means for a fire to raise your home to the ground. I've seen a lot of people sifting through the debris of their houses and have had to try and put myself in their shoes. And it's just such a very deep loss, he says. I hope I never have to experience this. In the last 6 years, there's been a significant shift in the scope, destruction, devastation these fires have caused. Every year for the last few years, we've said, oh man, it's the worst season ever. It's almost a joke now because even this year, it's drier than it was the year before. And so this is what they pack. Yeah, he has ready to pack. So you got diapers, you got a knife, axe, walkie-talkie. I don't know what this is here. You've got bandages. I wonder what that is as well. Little it's weird actually having a little cooker when you're in a wildfire. But a katana, I mean, that's pretty epic. Hayden packs a number of items, including documents that are kept in a fireproof envelope and a sword he inherited from his grandfather. He also has a nappy bag at the ready. Your suitcase is packed right now. I'm ready to go at any moment. I have never been in a fire, thankfully. But yeah, he talks about always being on the side of caution. How about in Bangladesh? They could do anything to me at any time. So Farah, LGBTQ plus activists, it was Farah's daughter who persuaded her to pack a bag and keep it ready on a shoe rack next to the front door. Oh, okay. So maybe this was it. Yeah, this was it. Interesting. For most of her adult life, Farah, 62, kept her sexuality a secret. Her daughter knew she was a lesbian along with a couple of close friends, but that was it. In Bangladesh, homosexuality is illegal. Sharing this information more widely would put her at risk. Yeah, this is all her stuff. Passport again. Has many practical items, including underwear, 2 pairs of jeans, 5 t-shirts, and medicines, but she also has photographs of her family in her purse. So, yeah. Charger and phone. Which I always find interesting because you often, when you hear about refugees fleeing a war country and they're like, but why have they got their phones on them? It's like, well, because they're not poor. They're like middle-class people in a war-torn country. If you were having to flee, you would take your phone with you, you know? Yeah, incredibly brave. Incredibly brave. I remember years and years ago, I jokingly suggested that I'd stay in my room with my stuff. I prefer not joke about that now, simply as a matter of personal taste. But man, it is crazy to think you can have it all, and then it could just be gone like that. That changed in 2006 when she met a group of teenagers through work and realised many of them were also struggling with their sexuality or gender identity. Some were facing arranged marriages to men, others were wrestling with their mental health. They thought it was a disease and that they weren't like normal people. The contents of Farah's bag are practical. Underwear, 2 pairs of jeans, 5 t-shirts, medicines for her blood pressure and diabetes. So yeah, think about medicines as well. Plus candles and a lighter. In her purse, she keeps photos of her daughter. and a 4-month-old granddaughter. She doesn't need anything else, she says. Cuba. Often you don't even have time to take them. Human rights activist Maria Marrero. In the early 1990s, Maria was campaigning for human rights in Cuba. Her neighbours initially thought she was working as a spy for the CIA. We could hear you typing late at night, so we assumed you were filing reports to the US, they told her years later, to her bemusement. When Mir Marrero admitted the truth, that she was part of an underground network of activists working to combat state censorship and speaking out against the corrupt justice system under Cuba's authoritarian regime, they seemed even more concerned than before. People treat me like I'm doing something wrong. 60 now, but I will never understand why wanting a better life for me in society is something bad. So this is what she has packed. Toilet roll, a fork and a spoon. And obviously a charger. Have they all had chargers? They had a charger. Did the first one? No, they had a walkie-talkie. Although at the bottom, that looks like a phone. Under the passport, yeah. Again, basic stuff. Vietnam. Human rights activist Latron. She was under surveillance. Human rights. Again, look. Oh, laptop. Light. So it's like I like the practical things. Umbrella. Sunglasses. Pencil and a pen. Notebook. Passport. The smaller has essential, including chocolate. She's got chocolate in there. That's awesome. Australia. Flood victim. At least your own pillow smells of home. Balloons. And food. I guess when it comes, you need food if you're going to be leaving a flooded area. Philippines. Human rights activist again. Here we eat threats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've linked the article in the description, so the fact I'm skimming over this isn't as disrespect. It's just that obviously we're going to be running out of time. But also, I recommend people read the article fully for the full context. But look, again, phones, pills, some medication. This is the thing is you often forget about is like some people have life-threatening, well, things that we aren't life-threatening until you run out of the stuff that you need for it. Gaza, human rights activist in Gaza. So again, laptop, phone, medication, passports. Somalia. This is such a great report. Abdali Mumin, he's a journalist. Passport. Wow, lots there. He has a small nondescript bag that contains the tools of his trade: laptop, phone charger, encrypted hard drive. Nothing else is important, he says. So it is all about the task at hand. Wow. Uganda, and another LGBTQ plus activist, Soul. And the fact they got an asterisk is to protect their name. The worst thing about going into hiding is that you can't let your family or friends know you're safe, and they can't tell you if they are okay either. You're not meant to use your phone. So they're not sure where I am, and I cannot tell them. And then I'm not certain if my house will be raided or if they'll be arrested, will be attacked. Wow. Oh, there's nothing about in the bags there. Probably in the article, but Colombia. Luisa. Some money. Yeah, toothbrush. Yeah, it's all the toiletries and that. Very important. Crimea. Citizen journalist. What we got here? Camera, watch, toothbrush, headache tablets, and is that a Quran? Yeah, Quran. There. Yeah, it's pretty. It makes you very lucky when you have a home and a home that you can stay in, and when you think about the accumulation of how much stuff you have. United Kingdom, a bag for life. So a domestic violence survivor says a bag for life was a bag for my actual life. Yeah. Highly recommend this article. As I said, it is in the description of this video. So yeah. Really cool piece. Something to think about. So yeah, that was the topic for today, which means we have time. We rushed through that very, very quickly. But I just thought it was a cool topic to think about. So yeah, next week, should we do another quiz? I think that'd be quite cool. And a huge thank you once again for everyone that's tuned in. So, should we finish with the final game? Yeah, no, it really is. And again, description of this video, there's a link to the full article. Have a read. It's really, really great. It is time to end with this. And for anyone that's new, I'm going to tell you all about it. So, game time. Okay. So, you want to scan the code on your phone, the bottom right corner, just to link it. So if you're watching this on your phone, just do that quickly. Can you scan a QR code on your own phone? Can you take a photo of it and then do it? I don't know how it works. But level 16. Yeah, it's always good. I've got a bag under my bed. I've also got a sword under my bed. Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry. I mean, it really does come down to prior experiences and things that can really shape the way that you approach stuff in future. Is everyone ready? What's the sword for? You just got to protect yourself. It's not a proper sword. I mean, or is it? I shouldn't be saying it's not a proper sword. It sounds scary when I unsheath it. It goes shing. Right. One second. Is everyone ready? Because I'm going to start the music in a minute and we're going to go. Ah, cool. And are there any game cats watching? If there are any game cats watching, basically we want as many people as possible. You're going to get a load of letters on the screen and you have to come up with as many 4-letter words or more. Eventually you have to come up with 5-letter words or more to get enough points, and we're all working together. But when you take a guess and you get a word right, it then locks you out and you have to wait until the timer goes down to the next padlock and then it unlocks and then you're back in the game. And that's how it works. That's how it works. That's all right. Well, good to see you here, Donatello. Thanks for tuning in. Some people can't play, and that's fine. You can just be moral support. Yeah, Game Cats. What are Game Cats? Callie, you should change your name to Callie Time the Game Cat. A time cat is not enough. Right. Okay, I think we're ready. The first level will be a good practice anyway. because the rules are going to get more complicated as we go along. But level 16 is the record. It is the record. So that is what we want to go for. Cool. Let's do this. Good luck, everybody. And let me get some music on. And I need to actually get on the YouTube page. By the way, I saw Sonic Hedgehog movie the other day. I loved it. Just had to say that. Here we go. And also, they're all... this is for new people. In the bottom, it's all in alphabetical order. I'm doing terrible. Nice. Rare. Good word. Right, oh man, we've got some more Q's. There's 5 letters with Q's. Or T maybe. Okay, we're done. We did it though. Well done, team. And depending on how well you do, it's how many we're going to skip. Love this song. Level 3, here we go. And we only get 1 go a week, so if we lose... Oh, sorry, I turned the music up. I didn't fade. Can you still hear the music all right? Hey, Canuck, good to see you here. Right, I should be guessing again. Oh wow, look at this. Nine, not German words. I am being, oh man. I'm doing absolutely abysmal here. I don't think I've guessed 1 word yet. I've been absolutely useless. We're through. We're through this round. Sorry, I'm blocking some of the letters, aren't I? My bad. There you go. What is the longest word? I don't deserve to be playing with you guys. I am playing abysmal. I'm not even ranking. I haven't even got on the scoreboard yet. Alright, level 4, here we go. Oh, you beat me to Citizen. Well played. And Zinc, you beat me too. Time for another song. I am just playing abysmal. Come on, Myles, you can do it. We'll see. Hopefully I'll pull it out of the bag once we... Yeah, I got my first one. Oh no! There's a fake letter and it's F, because I did face. So F. You can't use F this time. So yeah, F is the fake letter. Can you do can't? Even without the apostrophe? Probably not. Contact. Well done, Stevie boy. What a blinder. Let's see if we can get all of these. Finally useful. So what you got to do, you got to save up your abilities and use it for that one killer word. We've passed the level. I still haven't got anything because the one time I got a word, it was with a fake letter. So it's something else beginning with T. N. Maybe. Or T. We did it. Oh, taco. Of course it's taco. in the nick of time. Well done, everyone. I've still not got one word yet. Here we go. Level 9. Fake letter again. What is the fake letter? Come on, give me arcs. Yes. Right, there's another one beginning with A. Is Z the fake? I think Z is the fake letter. Orca, nice. Okay, we got the 2 A's. Got a lot of C's. We need 10 more points, people. Roars. Plurals. Orcas. Can do orcas. Someone do orcas. I got both of them. Both plurals. That's taken us over the line. Cool, we did it, and at least I've had my comeback. I've redeemed myself. Right, let's get another song. Let's have some video game Nitro fun. Okay. Well, that took me up to 7th place. So, that's a good one. All right, guys, let's do this. Oh. Can't even... Yeah, thank you. I was trying to type seat, but my cable was getting in the way. Is P the fake letter? I think it is. If Pat isn't allowed. Yeah, P is the fake letter. Oh yeah. Not P, not P. Well, something with 3 T's in it. It's going to begin with T, isn't it? Oh, a test. Well done. I think the next level is going to be where it throws in a random letter, which is always a struggle. Well done. Let's get an applause. Can barely hear that. Cool. Level 12. This is when it's going to get tricky. Right, it's not allowing next. So I reckon it's X you're not allowed to use. Nice. Oh, you beat me to Turner. Nice one. And return. Nice. Cool, we've done the level. So this is... We were always trying to get past level 14, so we've done that today. And to anyone that's joining, you can join by going to that code down below. Scan it and then just type in the chat. And you're a part of it. Turret. Turret's a good one. Why is it not allowing it? Oh, it's only 1T. Cool. Can we get the last ones? It's with T at the start, or... I have no idea. Oh, man. That was tricky. It must be beginning with T. It doesn't tell you what they are at the end as well. Right, let's get another track. Look at this. 11 players strong. This is good. So our record is 16. Let's do this, guys. This is going to have a random one now. Yeah, hidden letter. So if anyone works out what it is, let us know. Right, it's not letting me use nerve, so it's not double E. Oh, it's not letting me use cane. So N. No. What is the fake letter? The fake letter. Is it V? Or N? No, you can use N. What is the fake letter? Because it's... V is the fake letter. So why wouldn't it let me use cane? C-A-N-E. No, you can use V. Oh no, we're running out. You think A is fake? A is fake. But I thought it'd let me use nerve. Oh, it's 2 E's. A is fake. Oh, go, go, go. Oh, no. This is not good. Everyone... We all get one guess each. Oh, if everyone goes, everyone goes. It's so brutal, this game. So brutal. As soon as they add that in... Oh my goodness. Everyone, unlucky. Level 14 is the one that we always struggle to get past. We've only done level 16 once. But let's have a look at those high scores again. Look at all this. Well done, Jordan. You were player of the match, then Big Hairy Marty, and then Mojo. Well done. But everyone counts because you're all contributing to the points. So always next time. Agreed. Well, that is it for this week, everybody. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in, as always. I always enjoy this. We actually covered quite a lot today, even if we didn't spend huge amounts of time on the main topic. I just want to remind you that in 45 minutes... In 45 minutes, actually, let me bring this. Without Parole, their live show is going to be starting. Is it actually going to show us upcoming? No, it doesn't. Is it not scheduled yet? Yeah, GG. Good game, everyone. Without Parole. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't already. They're going to be on in 45 minutes time. So yeah, go over there, check it out. I'll see you in the chat there. Wes is a really, really great co-host, and Brian Paul is brilliant as always. It doesn't look it, but I haven't checked the Discord. Okay. In 15 minutes they'll schedule it. Okay, cool. In 45 minutes, head on over to youtube.com/Without Parole Games, or just search PSVR Without Parole. Make sure you subscribe. I host on there with Brian Friday at 11 p.m. my time. So again, 45 minutes from now, that time on Fridays. It's always an absolute joy. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in. It's been great to see a lot of Game Cats here. I do this every week, and next week we're going to do a quiz. We're going to do the quiz, and the quiz went really, really well last time. I think we did it a month or two ago. So I better get going with researching all the music sections and things like that. But as always, I want to say a huge thank you, and if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because that is where I'm most active. Huge thank you to all the new people that have tuned in, and thank you to all the regulars as well. This is how we end. It's all down to you and your thoughts. And so as the credits play out, just tell me what you thought of today's show. And if you're new, let us know especially. You're welcome here every week. Love you all. And we will see you next time. Peace out. Adios till next time. And love, respect, empathy, all in the wrong order. Let's sign out.
On the road, I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded.
Yo, what up? What up? Post-credit scene. Iron Man's going to come walking in. No, not this time either. Maybe after the Multiverse of Madness. For show and tell, post-credits, yeah? One of my best friends, Emma, got me a gift that came through the post very recently. And I have never in my life bought for myself or ever received, I'm going to say like a luxury Easter egg. Normally I get like, you know, Easter eggs aren't cheap. But I actually got sent from my friend Emma a luxury milk chocolate hop-in, pop-in candy Easter egg. So cute. And it's stuffed with popping candy. And you know, if that isn't enough, and the reason I'm holding it now is I was going to show it at the beginning of the show, but I worried I was going to leave it up here and it was going to melt because of all these hot lights. But the other thing it came with was a little hammer. So yeah, really, really, really cute. So yeah, I want to say huge happy Easter to everyone. And she also got me this little, I thought it was a little like hat thing, but it's just like a table decoration. So I might have to put that in the background there. I thought I'd wear it up there. But yeah, really, really cool. Huge thank you everyone for tuning in. Wishing you a wonderful Easter, but hopefully I'll see you on Friday before it all kicks off. Yeah, have a great one everyone. Much love, and I'll see you on the gram. Peace out.